Good evening everyone, my name is Subete and welcome to the channel. And today I'll be doing an unboxing of it is a continuous from the previous one. Of course, it is Touken Ranbu Hanamaru, the second theme deck that we have right here. This is the second one. Bushiroad released two of them, one being the blue color one, and this one is the red color one, the second one. So yeah, this is the second one. I bought two of them because hey, I'm a Touken Ranbu main. Why wouldn't I get one? And because of these two sets, Hanamaru is you can almost call Hanamaru like a new archetype or a new subclan for Touken Ranbu. So yeah, Hanamaru, yeah, this right here. So let's have a good look at the box right here. You can see it's all nice and red, all very stylish. You can see Kanshu. That's why I like to call him Kanshu. So you have this Kanshu right here with his fabulous finger nail painting his luscious eyes and stuff. He's holding a broom, probably doing soji. Yeah, very nice and pinkish. And right back here you can see all the contents in this set right here. You can see you get a deck box. This is the front and the back. Very nice looking deck box. You get sleeves, 70 pieces of sleeves in here. You get 66 cards for your deck and 21 spares in case if you want to do some deck building. And of course, this whole thing can be used as a deck case for two decks. More info right here. Yep, 70 sleeves, deck box and stuff. And this is the list of cards you will get in this set. And here's are the spares. So without further ado, let us start opening up Touken Ranbu G theme deck 02. Alrighty, let us open this up. This can be put to one side. Alright, very nice looking deck holder for two decks. Very nice. Let's open this up, and woo, a lot of good goodies in here. Of course, the first things first, we get the sleeves. Very nice hot pinkish sleeve, all 70 pieces right in here. Very nice looking. It reflects nice. Of course, it's the inside, but out here is very nice too. Very handsome. It's gonna brush you up. Yep. So be careful out there, ladies and gentlemen, because I knew there are some gentlemen out there who love to get brushed by him. Then we have the deck box. The deck box very nice. It's the V2 size. This is the V2 versions, which means this supports both the main deck and the G deck together. So yeah, this is the bigger one. Very nice. There's the flower there. Touken Ranbu Hanamaru. Very nice. Put this one side. And we get the first guide for the new players out there who decided to buy this as their first deck for Vanguard. Very nice. All of the infos are here. What does a huge trigger do? What are the cards detail? You know, the card interface. We get the mat, all the zones, how to attack, how to boost and stuff. Here's the different phases, how to guard, what is G zone, how to use the G zone, and all of the in-depth stuff, all for the beginners out there. And we get our paper playmat from the deck. It's all pinkish. It's all very nice, very cute, all flowery and stuff. Yep, that's the paper mat. And of course, let's not forget this is a trial, kind of a trial deck. We're gonna get our cards, of course, right here. I'm gonna put all of this one side first before we dive into the cards. Right here, and right here. Alright, so 66 cards as the main deck right here, including the G zones, and we get our spares for deck building. And take this thing off. Do we have a point? We do not have a point, of course. It's me. Why would I have a point? So let's look at the spells first before we dive into the main deck. We get this guy, the G Zone, 4 of them. This guy's skill is Counter Blast 1 and G Flip, the same name as him, so flip another copy of him over. When this unit attack, choose one of your rear guards, and except for that rear guard they have chosen, the rest of the rear guards all return back to the player's respective hands. So it almost performs like a what was her name? A perfect performance Anja. So yeah, except you get to choose one rear guard to stay. So yeah, and if 3 or more cards are returned, this unit gets 10k power. So this to bounce back off some cards, I think I don't really see much of a use, but it's a very unique kind of play in a sense. So yeah, it's very unique to say the least. Next we have this great tree. I forgot his name, but I do remember the surname is Simon G, I think. Simon G. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, Counter Blast 1 and Soul Blast 1, search your deck for a great tree that is not him and write it as stand and call this unit from your soul to the rearguard circle. So if you, this is for the miswrite, if you didn't write correctly, if you write onto him accidentally, you can still Counter Blast 1 and Soul Blast 1, search your deck for your ideal great tree and write on the Vanguard circle as stand, and he from the soul can be called out to the rearguard for, you know, as a rearguard. Shuffle your deck. So yeah, he's there to help with the great tree. You know, if you don't know write, you can, you know, do stuff and stuff. Yeah, web. I won't be playing him. He's a 10k base, so do take note. And the other auto ability, so Blast 1. At the end of the turn, return this unit back to your hand, I think. Something like that. The cost is Soul Blast 1, he gets to return to your hand. Yeah, that's about it. That's really about it. So I won't be playing him, I think. He's good to have, but there are other better cards out there, but that's really up to you. The good thing about the fun part about Touken Ranbu is deck building. So you build the deck to the way you want, the way you like. Next we have this Samonji Hanamaru. I don't know the first name. His skill is Counter Blast 1 when when this unit attacks or boosted, I think. Something along the line. If your G unit have Hanamaru in the name, put this guy into the soul, is it? Plus 5k 1 crit, something like that along the line. When something attacks, if you have a G zone with Hanamaru, plus 5k and 1 crit. Yeah, that's really about it. I don't really look into him a lot, but still, that's why I don't like playing Japanese format. I can't read. So yeah. So 4 copies of him that is given to us in spares. Next we have Toshiro. Yes, finally Toshiro. I love Toshiro. This guy is a grade 2. Toshiro with grade 2. Finally, yeah. His skill is when this unit is placed on the Vanguard or rearguard circle, Counter Blast 1. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard and rearguard circle, Counter Blast 1. If you do, choose one card that is grade 1 or lower from your drop zone that has Toshiro or Gototai in their card name and call them to the rearguard. So I think that's what it means. Yeah, I think that's what it means. If I'm wrong, do correct me, but that's what I think it is. You can revive a Toshiro or a Gototai unit from your drop zone to the rearguard circle with a cost of Counter Blast 1 when he's placed onto the Vanguard or rearguard circle. So yeah, more Toshiro support. I love Toshiro support. This guy, I love this guy. This is Maeda. Is it Maeda? Or is it Hirano? Maeda Toshiro. Maeda Toshiro Hanamaru. This guy is basically Vanguard Brave. let me explain the skill to you. When the unit that this unit boosted attack hits, you may put him into the soul. If you do, search your deck for a Ichigo Hitofuri in the card name and reveal it to your opponent and put it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. So it's really like Vanguard Brave, except you search for Ichigo Hitofuri in the card name rather than Blaster Blade in the name. So yeah, this is basically Vanguard Brave. This makes Toshiro or the Ichigo Hitofuri build much more consistent. I love him. I'm going to play him in my Toshiro deck. It's so good. And of course, we get some crits. The ever lovely Midare Toshiro. Yep. Don't get confused. This is Touken Ranbu. All of them are boys. Don't get confused. Your mind is playing tricks on you. And that's it for the spares that we get from the deck. And now for the main deck, we get a signed version of Touken Hanamaru. Whoops. Alright. Every deck provides a signed version, so no worries. You don't have to buy a lot of these decks, you know, to get the hot stamp or the signed version. All of them provides a signed version, so that's always a good thing to have. His skill is Forerunner, of course. And then egg ability once per turn, Soul Blast 1. If your Vanguard have a Hanamaru in the card name, okay, yeah. If your Vanguard has a Hanamaru in the card name, you may look at the top of your deck, and you may choose to put it at the top or the bottom. So it's something like an Oracle Think Tank thing, where you Soul Blast 1, look at the top of your deck, and you can choose to put it at the top or the bottom. If it's a trigger unit, put it at the top. If it's a normal unit, maybe you don't like the top deck, you can put it at the bottom. So it's something like an OTT kind of thing. Very, very nice. With a cost of Soul Blast 1, of course, so yeah. And continuous skill, she can hit such 3 damage or more. This unit gets 2k continuously. So he's a 7k Forerunner. Yeah, 7k Forerunner. He's very, very nice. The folding is very nice. He has the sign on him. It's so good. I'm going to place it right here. Next, we have Kogitsu Maru Hanamaru. 4 copies of him. They provide us 4 copies for some reason. But the skill is egg ability once per turn, Soul Blast 1, and G flip any unit. And look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose one of them to put into your hand, one of them to the top of your deck, and the other to the bottom of your deck. So it's kind of like OTT once more, where you look at top 3, put one to your hand, put one to your top deck, and put one to your bottom deck. So you can stack some triggers. You can draw the cards you want. You can put the useless card to the bottom. You can put the trigger on the top. So he's there to help with the the stacking and stuff. With the cost of Soul Blast 1 and G flip any. 4 copies of Kogitsu Maru Hanamaru right here. Next we have Hotaru Maru Hanamaru. Hotaru Maru Hanamaru. I like the way it's sounding. Yeah. This guy is really, really good. Guy, alright, guy, not girl. Auto ability once per turn, Soul Blast 1. When this unit attack, if your G zone have 2 or more face up cards, you may pay the cost of Soul Blast 1 and Persona flip another copy of him. Stand this unit and rest all of your rear guards. Then he gets 5k and drive -1. Now I must emphasize, alright, I must announce it right now. When you pay the cost, when this unit attack, when you pay the cost, you stand him immediately. So when you attack, alright, you pay the cost, Soul Blast 1, G flip, and you follow through with the skill, right? You resolve the skill. So when you resolve the skill, he says stand this unit. So you must stand it while you resolve. So you don't stand it. So you don't stand it after the attack. You stand it when it attacks. So that's one thing to point out. To point out, right? Then you have to rest all of your units, alright? But since there's no units, if you attack with all of your rear guards, if all of your rear guards are already rested, that's fine with it. You don't have to rest any. So yeah, Then he gets 5k and drive -1. This is all before drive check. This is when he is attacking. So do take note, when you pay the cost for him, the first drive check with him is twin drive. Alright, then you attack with him again, there's another twin drive. What I see from a lot of people, what they do is triple drive then twin drive. That is just no, that's not how it works. Alright, if I see you guys do that in a regional tournament, I'm gonna raise my hand and call a judge immediately if you dare to do triple drive the first time he attacks after you pay the cost. Alright, that's one thing I have to get off my chest. Damn you sheeps following Touken Ranbu without knowing the skill. Please, reading is not that hard. Hashtag reading is hard. But that's Hotaru Maru Hanamaru. Is a very good card. I'm no doubt playing 4 of him. It's just so good. Next we have Nihongo. Nihongo is back, better than ever, so much better than the Toku Nihongo. The skill is Egg ability, once per turn Shinge hit Sats, so you need to have 3 damage or more. Counter +1 and Soul +1. G flip another Nihongo Hanamaru. Then this unit gets 10k, and during the battle that he attacks, your opponent cannot call grade 1 and greater cards from their hand to the Guardian Circle, so he has that guard restrict. So Damjit get triggered. All the perfect guards cannot be used, but they can use G Guardians, but in the end of the turn, perfect guards cannot be used for this guy. So yeah, he plus 10k and guard restricts. That he's really good. He has that Guilty Rise kind of thing. He plus 10k and stuff. It's just good in overall. I'll be playing him, of course, in my new Hanamaru deck, which I'm gonna build very soon. Next we have this G Guardian. This G Guardian is a godsend for Touken Ranbu, because if you don't know Touken Ranbu, the skill always requires a form of cost, and most of them are counter blast. So Touken Ranbu in general is very counter blast heavy, and this is just so good. Alright, let me tell you the skill right now. Auto ability. When this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle, this unit gets 5k shield for every card in your damage zone that is face down. So if you use up 5 of your counter blast, you get 25k shield, just like that. It's so good. Every counter blast you have done, he just get 5k shield off of it. So if you use 3 counter blasts already, you get 15k shield. If you use all 5 of your counter blasts, 25k shield. It's just so good. I love this card. Thank you Bushiroad for making this card. Then if there's no face up cards in your damage zone, counter charge 1. So you can counter charge 1 to do more stuff for your next turn. That's great. And in this bracket, even if you counter charge, the shield does not reduce. Oh my god, that's so good. I love this G Guardian. I'm gonna play more of him. At least 3 of them, and 1 GR, one of the GR, thing. Yeah, one of the GRs. G Guardian, because the G Guardian is also good. Next, we get 4 Ichigo Hitofuri, Hanamaru, Ichigo Hitofuri, finally. Another 4 of him. The skill of Ichigo Hitofuri is Egg ability, Shinke hit Sas, counter blast 2 and discard a card from your hand. Look at top 7 of your deck. Choose up to 5 of any cards with Toshiro, Gototai, or Nakigitsune among them, and call them to the rear. Yeah, choose any 5 of them and call them to the rear. So you can, if all 7 that you have looked off is all of them with the card name, you can just call them all out and flood the field. Shuffle your deck. If 3 or more are caught with Hanamaru in the card name, choose 5 of them, get 3k. It's just so good. This is so good. But the downside is it is a counter blast 2 and a 1 discard. But I'm not talking straight. if that is what it takes to flood the field of your empty board, I'm all okay with it. This is so good to have. Thankfully, he gets a foil version, and 4 copies is just so good. This what makes Toshiro deck so much better, so much more pressure, free call. Look at 7. If your deck is just filled with Toshiro, Gototai, or even Nakigitsune, you can just call the full field out. It's just so good. I can't stop preaching. Help me. 4 copies of Ichigo Hitofuri. Next we have this guy, she something, I forgot his name. What F's? But he has the strike skill though. Vanguard Circle, counter blast 1. When a G unit strike onto this guy, you may soul charge 1. Not you may, you have to soul charge 1. Then look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose 1 Hanamaru unit among them and call it to the rear guard circle, and that unit card gets 2k power. Shuffle your deck. So he is a free call, free soul charge with the cost of counter blast 1 when you strike. So something like Upmao, kinda like Upmao actually. The second skill is Vanguard rear guard ability. When this unit attack, if your G-Zone have a flip up card with Hanamaru in the name, he gets 5k until the end of the battle. So he's a guaranteed 16k attacker if you already strike with a Hanamaru in the name. So yeah, it's a very good card to have. I'll be playing him in my Hanamaru deck. He has a strike bonus, so why not? Then we have this guy, 3 copies of him. This guy is continuous skill. When this unit attack, your opponent cannot intercept. So if he has that play where it just I have no comments about this. It's just there, but I guess someone can find him useful and stuff. I will never know. This guy right here, he has Shinken Hitsats. He plus 2k, so he's a 11k. He's kind of like Chrono Big Buffalo, except it just requires Shinken Hitsats. Then when this guy intercepts, he gets 5k shield. So he's your 11k interceptor, which is really good, to be honest. I really like this guy. Maybe I will play him in my Shinken Hitsats deck. Next we have Nakigitsune Hanamaru. Alright, Vanguard rear guard ability. When this unit hits, counter blast 1, search your deck for a Ichigo Hitofuri, reveal to your opponent, put it to your hand and shuffle your deck. So if this guy hits, counter blast 1, search for your search for your Great Tree, and yeah, just like that. It's like, once again, Vanguard Brave, but this guy hits and counter blast and search for that Great Tree for right or for strike, So yeah, he has that on hit pressure, which is very good. I'll be playing him in my Toshiro deck. Next we have Akita. His name is not Akita. Aizen, yes, Aizen. Aizen Hanamaru. Shinken Hitsats, counter blast 1. Wait. Something with Hanamaru, something with 4 units, something with stand plus 4k. Alright, I gave up. I don't really know what it means. I didn't research much on him, so yeah. But it has something to do with Hanamaru, counter blast 1, he stands again and plus 4k. I think when he attacks, most probably, do tell me if I get it wrong. Next we have this guy. He has a Toshiro in the name. He's also a Hanamaru. When this guy attacks, I think, if you have a Hanamaru, Great Tree and above Vanguard, he gets 2k. So yeah, he's there if you want to pressure and stuff. Then you have this guy, Honaba, something along those lines. Hanamaru, Toshiro in the card name also. This is very good actually, because the skill is Counter Blast 1. When the unit that this unit boosts attack hits, search your choose a card from your drop zone with that has Toshiro in the name, not him. So you can't choose another one of him in your drop zone that is Toshiro in the card name, and put it back to your hand. Yeah, and put it back to your hand. I think it's a grade 1 or lower, or maybe not. But either ways, you can put it back to your hand. So when this guy boosted attack hits, Counter Blast 1, you can return a Toshiro card from the drop zone back to your hand that is not him. And you know what that means? You can return this guy that has Toshiro in the name, and he's a perfect guy, and you can return a heal trigger that has Toshiro in the name, which we have in the previous set, the Title Booster 2. So this guy is really good. He is a must play for Toshiro deck. He is also a good option for your Shigehitsu deck or your Hanamaru deck. He's just really good. He's a must play. Then we have this guy, the Nozomi, Nozomi, I think. He's the perfect guard for this this deck. The perfect guard, of course, standard thing, place on the Guardian Circle, discard a card. The unit that is being attacked cannot be hit. Then, if you have 4 or more Hanamaru cards or units on your field, you may choose to counter charge 1 or soul charge 1. So he's kind of like he has a different play on things. It requires you to have 4 units on your field with Hanamaru in the name, but still, he's in either ways he's still really good. You can choose to counter charge or soul charge. If you have no soul, you can soul charge. If you have no counter blast, you can counter charge. I mean, so it's a very good card to have. Another good, it's just so good. A lot of this Touken Ranbu stuff is just so good. We get Akita. He's not Akita. I'm sorry. He's not Akita. He is Akita, but this is not Akita. But he has the Toshiro in the name. He's a draw trigger. This is Akita Toshiro. He's a stand trigger. Here we have Gototai Hanamaru. He is a heal trigger. Very cute one indeed. And then we have the critical trigger with a very good skill. Also, he's the same as the other one from the first theme deck, but this one has the Toshiro in the name, so you can play him in the Toshiro deck. Same skill, continuous ability from hand. When you're about to strike a G unit with Hanamaru in the name, his grade becomes a grade 3, so you can use him to pay for the cost. So yeah, a very good critical trigger to have. And that's about it for the unboxing of the Touken Ranbu theme deck 2. It's a very good deck to have. It's very cheap. If you want to build a full Hanamaru Touken Ranbu deck, all you have to do is to buy the first deck and the second deck together, and bam, you got all of the Hanamaru cards just like that. It's just so good. They provide with all of the G units, they provide the G Guardians. It's just so good, and it is under $100 or around $100 depending on your local card shop. But still, these 2 decks by itself is already damn strong. So do tell me your opinion on this deck. I just love it. It's just so good that Touken Ranbu finally has some kind of age, but because of that age, I don't feel special anymore because everybody just jumped into the bandwagon. But that's just me, alright? That's just me rambling. So if you guys enjoy this opening, do leave a comment down below, let me know. Do leave a like also if you like it. Share it around, and if you want more of this kind of content, do consider to subscribe. And I will see you guys next time for another video, maybe an unboxing or a showdown or whatever. I will see you guys next time.